Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 16th to the 30th, 2020 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. Now, before I dive into this reading, I have some exciting news. My brother has started his own tarot channel, and it is going to be linked in the description box below and in the first comment in the comment box. Excuse me. And what's really exciting about his channel is that he's answering questions that you ask online. So what he's going to be doing is, if you like, comment, and subscribe to his channel, you leave a question in the comment box below. He will be picking people at random to be answering their questions on YouTube. So make sure you don't ask anything that you don't want to be out there on YouTube. And yeah, it's really exciting. He's really rather good. And I am absolutely thrilled to be sharing this with you guys, because you guys are just the best community out there, absolutely bar none. And to have your loving energy around him as he gets started would be profoundly amazing. Okay, so let's dive into this reading. Oh, and his channel is Joseph Hart Tarot. So we're starting with your spirit guide animal cards. These are also your totem animals for this time. If you see these animals in the wild, or you see an image of these animals, this is really your angels and your spirit guides tapping you on the shoulders, saying, remember this message. So let's see. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have the Panther Spirit, which says reclaim your power, which I adore. And then we have the Cat Spirit, claim your independence. So I love the felineness that's right here. It's kind of like a lot of grace that's going on. And then we have your chakra cards. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. So we have determination, which is the solar plexus chakra, and we have abundance, which is the root chakra. Okay, so you are determined for your abundance, but you have also been swimming upstream for quite some time to reach that point that you want to be at. And so a lot of times you're thinking, wow, this is just an uphill battle, and it is always going to be an uphill battle. So now for your tarot cards. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Gemini, June 16th to the 30th, 2020. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Oh my gosh, we have the Ace of Pentacles right at your heart. Your crown with the 9 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, Temperance, which is a Sagittarius energy, a time frame of November 22nd to December 21st, the Lovers, which is right here, right you, this is you, right here is what I was meaning to say. This is the Gemini energy in its purest form coming forward. This is you in the major arcana. And then we have Cancer energy, which is a time frame of June 22nd to June 21st to July 22nd. There we go. This is also going to be very strong for people born on the cusp, like at the end of June, because of course the Gemini time frame is May 21st to June 20th. So if you're a cusp baby, either still in Gemini or going right into Cancer, this is going to be a powerful time for you, and also a time where you kind of need to rest, regroup, look at what it is that you really want as you move forward in love, because that's going to be how you kind of judge your success. How in love am I with my life? How am I moving forward? How do I feel? That's going to be something that you need to ask yourself. Where do I feel overwhelmed? Why am I feeling this way? Things like that are going to be coming up during this time frame where you're asking yourself a lot of questions. But what's really cool is that you're finding out a lot of answers. So we have here, reclaim your power. And that's what you're doing because you've been through a war. You have. Living is a war. Living is the hardest thing we ever do. I mean, isn't that a Katharine Hepburn quote? Living is the hardest thing you'll ever do. After all, it kills you. So I always found that so terribly profound and also flippant, which I like. So here, there is this sense of just embracing your truth and knowing that, yes, the battle is hard and it's been long fought for. And you are reclaiming so much of yourself and so much of your power. And that's why you are claiming your power. You are reclaiming your truth. You are reclaiming your power. And as you do so, you have the cat spirit coming into play. And that is, you claim your independence. As you claim your power, as you reclaim your power, as you see this truth about yourself again, you claim your independence. And you say, no, this is who I am. This is where I want to be. And as I said before, it feels like you've been fighting upstream for just so long. It's like, oh my gosh. How do I move forward? Where is it that I want to be? What is it that I'm doing? How do I get there? All these questions are coming forward. All these, hardships you're looking at. And you're like, man, it's been a battle. But you know what? You're determined to get to where it is that you want to be. And you're determined to live in that love, that grace, that beauty. Because with salmons right here, and I'm kind of taking these almost as a totem animal, salmons represent a person who wants to live in love and enjoy. And that's what you're doing. And you're saying it might go against the tide of what everybody else wants to do. If everybody else wants to be angry and bitter and, chaotic, let them. I'm moving towards my beauty, my joy, and I'm following my innate truth. And as you do so, you embrace abundance. It's at your root. It's your root chakra. It's what you're rooted in. Your abundance, your prosperity, your bounty. And that's at the heart of what God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is giving you. You're being given a gift, a piece of the magician, a piece of personal power to move to the next level, to move to greater understandings. What seeds do you want to plant for yourself? Where do you want to be? What is it that you desire? And as you're cradling this in your hand, and as you're taking it from divinity, you're going to see that it embraces your very soul. Where is your prosperity? How do you want to move forward in wealth and abundance? What is your abundance for this time? There's a gift that is coming for you. And there is a gift that is being given to you with such grace. And I get chills. Oh my goodness. Okay. Such grace and such power that you're like, wow, can this be mine? And the answer is yes. You have the Archangel Gabriel above you right here. And this can be Adam and Eve. This can be whomever you want it to be. And with the Archangel Gabriel, he was the disseminator of knowledge. He's the one who gives wisdom, who gives insights. And he's the one who leads you forward. And so here, I just see those insights, that understanding coming to you. And it's coming to your female and your male side, your masculine and your feminine energy, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, what it is that you want, the way that you want to move forward in your life. And it's in prosperity. So that's at your heart. It's kind of like you have a bold wish. You have a bold plan for this time, for the last half of June. And you're going to achieve it come kind of hell or high water. This is going to be where you stand. This is going to be what you stand for. And as you do so, there's a grace around you. There's a beauty. There's a presence. There's a radiance to you. And you have the Temperance card right here, which I love that it goes right into the Gemini card and I love that you have all major arcana cards right here. So this is temperance, this is balance, this is harmony, this is understanding, this is a Sagittarius energy. This is November 22nd to December 21st. And what you're seeing here is a harmonizing power coming forward. Now, Gemini, for you, you are this insatiable, curious, Mercury-run person. It's like you are a communicator, you are a seeker, you are a finder, you are a disseminator of knowledge. So is Sagittarius, but in a much more personal, quiet, I'm not really going to share this with everybody, I'll write a book, I'll leave a note, they'll find it type of way. So when you have this energy coming together, this is also your sister sign, it's a balancing energy for you. It's going to be a harmonizing factor. So there is either the fact that you are going to meet a Sagittarius energy who's really going to see the beauty that you have behind you and is really going to help you embrace this prosperity, or you're meeting somebody who is very similar but also very different, okay? And as you look at them, as you take things in, you're going to realize things about yourself, you're going to realize things about your power, you're going to realize things about what you want, and that's going to add to a beauty that is you. You're not going to see that beauty right away. This person will. Now, this will be either a wonderful friendship or a wonderful relationship, or this will be somebody you cannot stand at all because you're almost perfect for each other and yet you're not. And it's just going to kind of pull things in different directions. So here, be mindful of the Sagittarian energy. I do see this as really being somebody who is rather good for you during this time, balancing, harmonizing, has all these blessings and gifts, but it can also be somebody who, you can have one Sagittarian energy who is absolutely perfect for you, and the other Sagittarian energy is holding this balance, holding these gifts all for themselves. So just be mindful of this during this time, because you have so much that you are offering to people and so much that you're bringing to the table, Gemini. You're not really seeing that in yourself. You're just like, oh, well, this is what I do. It's like, okay, but not everybody does that. So stop downplaying yourself. Claim your power. Reclaim your power, claim your independence, know your truth, move forward in this bounty, because what you're doing is you're actually having a shift that's happening. And what's happening is, instead of looking at yourself as somebody who stands on the outside of wealth, you're a charioteer. You're somebody who stands on the inside of wealth, most definitely. Power, prosperity, prestige, answering riddles, things are becoming clear at this time. All right. There is also a sense with this Cancer energy. This can be somebody who has been through the ringer themselves. And so here, or it can be for a lot of you that your heart has been through the ringer. What you love has been tested mentally and prosperously. And what you're looking at is a way to claim your power, to claim what you love, to claim what you want, to move forward and change almost an inherited idea of lack into an inherited idea of wealth. Meaning that for a lot of you Geminis, when you were growing up, you might not have had a lot of money, or there might have been drama around money, or there's something like that that came up that made you feel almost like a pauper. Okay, as if you couldn't have things that you wanted, or that things were just so much more of a struggle than for other people. So this can be for a very specific Gemini. And you're changing that narrative to that of, I was born to be prosperous and to be blessed by divinity. And you're changing your story. You really are. And you're coming to it with so much more knowledge, so much more wisdom, that as you move forward, what you're sitting there and saying is that, yes, things are hard. And yes, I have felt as if I looked in on wealth, or as if I walked past wealth and it did not help me. It did not aid me. It did not assist me in the least. But now I claim my wisdom and I claim my power. And what was supposed to protect me, I am now protecting myself. And I'm finding that place where I belong. And I'm moving forward in my wisdom, in my grace, in my beauty, in my power. And as I do so, I am understanding that living in the past, it's not for me. You're also understanding that there is this sense of what I once thought to be true as a child is no longer true for me as an adult. I'm seeing everything that I have been through, every heartbreak, every pain, every disappointment, every feeling of being overwhelmed. And I am moving to the grace that I desire and the place that I want to be. And you're giving yourself respect, Gemini, for the hardships, the pains, the disappointments, the angers, the fears, the doubts that you have been through. And you're saying, you know what? You can't stop life from coming, but you can stop the story of pain. You can. Because here, with the Four of Swords, I love this card because it's rather macabre. And I don't know, I love the macabre just a bit. And what's here is that in medieval times, when a knight would come back, they had this ritual of laying in their coffins and thinking about all the ways they shouldn't have come back, which is insane in one hand and also rather like humbling in the other. So here you have childhood, you have no fears. You know, if you've had a really good childhood or if you've had a bad childhood, there's still a sense of invincibility to you. There's just this light in children that is gorgeous, right? And then you see the world and it's like, wow, man, that was hard. That was hard, that was overwhelming, that was a lot. And what you're doing is you're looking at every step that went from the beauty and the laughter of childhood to the hardships of the battles of the world. And as you look at them, you see yourself and you see your heart. You see what you desire. And here, as you do so, I mean, I'm almost seeing this as, I'm not sure, yeah, as the Yud, which is like the gateway into heaven here. And I know that it's not traditionally always seen that way, but I'm seeing this almost as if you're opening up doors, and the Archangel Gabriel is opening up these doors to the gateway of heaven and the understanding of knowledge and the understanding that what can be scary can also be profoundly life-altering for us. And as we move forward, answering the riddles of life, gaining this understanding, we move forward towards the embrace of the stars, towards the understanding of the heavens, towards this sense of moving towards a perfection that is the highest form of perfection that we can have. And as we move towards this highest form of perfection, we move towards our highest truth. And as you do so, you're seeing the weight of the world that you've been carrying on your shoulders. You're seeing the doubts, the pains, the disappointments, the hardships, the angers, and you're seeing all the times that you've picked up the load for everybody else, where yes, it's been hard, yes, it's been overwhelming, but this is moving you towards a change in your fortune, a change in what you desire. And as you see this, as you claim this, you are seeing that you can put down everything that you have been carrying and start creating. And what's going to happen when you start creating during this time is there's going to be this flood of chaos coming in, which I know is not what you want to hear, but it's almost as if you're looking at yourself, because there's something here, okay? Because we have the repeat of the number 5. There's something here that has like gone amiss. And this is chaos. You know, this is a sense of something where you think, oh, it's never going to be resolved. I'm never going to find the understanding of it. It's going to be just like too much. But it resolves itself more easily than you think it is going to. And as you reach this resolution, okay, you are entering into this understanding of freedom. And as you enter into this understanding of freedom, you have 5, and then you have the repeat of the number 6. You enter into this caring, nurturing, compassionate power of self. And as you do so, you understand that sometimes you can't control the chaos of others. Okay, and that's all the times. You can't control the chaos of others. What you can do is look at the chaos within you, because that's the only story that you have any control over. And even then, you know, because life takes the wheel and brings us twists and turns that we could never have imagined. And so here, it's the doubts that you've accumulated. It's the things that you think, oh, that's not a big deal. Oh, I'm fine. You know, this is fine. Everything's great. But you're not. And so here with the 5 of Wands, it's like, this is where I need to be. This is what I desire. And even though I have the chaos, you're going to find yourself finding that balance and then embracing the truth of you, the power of you, because you have seen the chaos. You have understood the chaos, okay? With the 4 of Swords, you've looked at it and you've said, okay, well, this is part of my life. This is part of my truth. This is part of where I needed to be. But I do not need to live there. It's kind of like when you drive through a place and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, no, don't even like, stop to use the bathroom or anything like that. Like if you're in just like, yeah, I just remember driving through places where it was like nothing and no one, and it was terrifying. And here it's like, okay, yeah, you go through those terrifying moments. You go through those times where things are overwhelming, but they were for a reason. It was to get you to your destination. It was to get you to where you needed to be and let you see the world for what it is. Let you see the richness in things. So as you're moving forward during this time, you have a very strong connection to a Sagittarius and to a Cancer. All right? This connection to the Cancer is going to be very important for the way that you develop your hardships, because it's also a great connection to your heart. There's something here that's going to be making you look at yourself emotionally and making you look at something that was almost inherited, all right? And it can very well be inherited from this life, from past lives, that, from within your DNA. It could be from your DNA line. Oh, we're always like this. This is just my family. This is just how we always are. And you're saying, no, we've been through a battle and we have come out the victors. And I am embracing the truth, the power, and the beauty of self. And I am moving forward with the riddles of this world guiding me to putting down the burdens that I carry, to understanding the chaos of the universe and that things are mysterious and they're supposed to be, to bring forth the balance, to bring to light the beauty, and to take the gifts that divinity offers me. Because this is a time where you're kind of setting up. You're setting up your truth. You're setting up, I want to say, the rest of your life. And as you do so, you're going to see that there's a choice. It could be one choice. It could be a multitude of choices that you are making that really is defining you, that really is setting down a framework for something magnificent as you're entering into a new stage of prosperity. And as this gift is handed to you from divinity. And the thing when the gifts are handed to us from divinity, it usually comes with a whole sea of things where we're like, wow, this seems like issues. This seems like a whole bunch of hard work. And divinity is like, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And good job for seeing that. Because what is being done is that you're being tested. It's like, are you ready to move forward? Are you ready for this next stage in your life? Because it's coming for you. And as it comes for you, it is going to be something beautiful, but it can also be something that is astoundingly trying, as it is beautiful. Your subconscious message for this time is the Three of Cups. Now, the Three of Cups can be read two ways. Well, I read it two ways. I mainly see it as someone in your life who was supposed to have celebrated you but didn't. This is also, all right, this is also people in your life who celebrate you, who see you. And so it's coming to terms with both. It's coming to an understanding that there are the beautiful people in the world and there are the ugly people. It has nothing to do with their physical appearance. It has everything to do with their soul and where they are in their journey. And sometimes we are scarred by people who were supposed to defend us, who were supposed to love us, who were supposed to be on our side. And sometimes we are cherished by people who mean more to us than gold. And there is no rhyme or reason at times that we can kind of work out, except for where those people are in their journey and who those people are within themselves. This then leads you to the subconscious chakra message, which is listening. The throat chakra. The Gemini, the throat chakra for you is astoundingly important. It's about communication, which is what you're all about. And with communication, I always thought communication was just about talking. The throat chakra was just about talking. It's about so much more. It's about listening to your soul and yourself. It's about listening to the world around you. It's about truly seeing what it is that you desire and creating it through the power of your words, through the power of your voice. Your subconscious spirit animal message is the groundhog spirit. It's time to let go. It's time to let go of the past and to embrace your love. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and be safe. Bye.